The universe, nature, life, civilization as we know it is about the search for something greater than ourselves. HUAWEI Cloud is innovating technologies to make the world more inclusive. The cloud, AI, 5G are building a fully connected lock the secrets of the universe. What cosmic answers will we learn? AI can help preserve in the rainforest by identifying the sounds of gunshots or the sounds of illegal logging, protecting the most precious sounds, birds and trees, for generations to come. In cities around the world, we can collect traffic data and analyze it to improve transportation and bring order to a chaotic world. Even reporting the weather can be improved with AI. With more accurate forecasts and timely alerts, we'll travel safer and get home to our loved ones. Also, so many delicious flavors, chili, herbs, and spices automatically selected to improve flavor, quality, and nutrition. Delightful flavor explosions to dazzle our taste buds. A cloud for everyone, unleashing the power of innovation, making every day better. A cloud for pervasive intelligence and a better future. HUAWEI Cloud. Grow with intelligence. Efficiency, cost, productivity. Business as usual has always been about turning a profit. If you stop to think about it, what more is there? The universe, nature, life, civilization as we know it is about the search for something greater than ourselves. HUAWEI Cloud is innovating technologies to make the world more inclusive. The cloud, AI, 5G are building a fully connected, intelligent world. They do more than drive digital transformation. It's a new paradigm for innovation. Imagine, if you can, what amazing secrets await when we unlock the secrets of the universe. What cosmic answers will we learn? AI can help preserve in the rainforest by identifying the sounds of gunshots or the sounds of illegal logging, protecting the most precious sounds, birds and trees, for generations to come. In cities around the world, we can collect traffic data and analyze it to improve transportation and bring order to a chaotic world. Even Even reporting the weather can be improved with AI. With more accurate forecasts and timely alerts, we'll travel safer and get home to our loved ones. Also, so many delicious flavors, chili, herbs, and spices automatically selected to improve flavor, quality, and nutrition. Delightful flavor explosions to dazzle our taste buds. A cloud for everyone, unleashing the power of innovation, making every day better. A cloud for pervasive intelligence and a better future. HUAWEI Cloud. Grow with intelligence. Efficiency, cost, productivity. Business as usual has always been about turning a profit. If you stop to think about it, what more is there? The universe, nature, life, civilization as we know it is about the search for something greater than ourselves. HUAWEI Cloud is innovating technologies to make the world more inclusive. The cloud, AI, 5G are building a fully connected, intelligent world. They do more than drive digital transformation. It's a new paradigm for innovation. Imagine, if you can, what amazing secrets await when we unlock the secrets of the universe. What cosmic answers will we learn? AI can help preserve in the rainforest by identifying the sounds of gunshots or the sounds of illegal logging, protecting the most precious sounds, birds, and trees for generations to come. In cities around the world, we can collect traffic data and analyze it to improve transportation and bring order to a chaotic world. Even reporting the weather can be improved with AI. With more accurate forecasts and timely alerts, we'll travel safer and get home to our loved ones. Also, so many delicious flavors, chili, herbs, and spices automatically selected to improve flavor, quality, and nutrition. Delightful flavor explosions to dazzle our taste buds. A cloud for everyone, unleashing the power of innovation, making every day better. A cloud for pervasive intelligence and a better future. HUAWEI Cloud. Grow with intelligence.
Oke, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good morning and welcome to Chairman of the AI Creation Committee, Mr. Muhammad 𝗔𝗰𝗶𝗴𝗲𝗿, Eskom MCom, Feng as speaker, and also the participant of the AI Creation webinar this morning. We also thanks the aforementioned parties for their participation in attending this webinar, which is part of the AI Creation Roadshow webinar series with the topic Accelerating AI in Indonesia. Then we also say thank you to those who support AI creation, thanks to hosted by UPN Veteran Jakarta, Bisa AI, Outpro, and thanks to sponsored by HUAWEI Indonesia and Bayarin, and thanks to support by IAEA, Indonesia Artificial Intelligence Ecosystems, Center for Computer Science Studies, UPN Veterans Jakarta, and thanks to technology partners HUAWEI Clouds, Print Asia, FunX, Show ID, Flash Cloud, and thanks to community partner 𝗜ＨUAWEI, EduPlex, Spacepol, 𝗜H𝗱𝗀𝗲𝗏𝗏, El Samara, GoWork, Entity General Forum, and EAA, 𝗜HUAWEI. Before we get the presentation, I would like to introduce myself. My name is 𝗜Ｈ𝗱𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏, and I'm here as the moderator who will guide the course of this webinar. Before entering the presentation of the material by the research person, as I mentioned earlier, this event is a part of a series of events organized by AI.
Oke, terima kasih. Panitia boleh bantu share screen?
Enggak.
Oke, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Halo teman-teman semuanya, apa kabar? Nah, untuk teman-teman di sini yang baru tahu AI Creation, baru ikut webinarnya, aku akan memperkenalkan AI Creation terlebih dahulu nih sebelum teman-teman memasuki sesi materi pada webinar hari ini. Oke, boleh dilihat Kak. Oke, mungkin teman-teman ada yang mau ya apa itu AI Creation. Nah, jadi AI Creation ini merupakan sebuah program yang diselenggarakan oleh PT Bisa Artificial Indonesia bersama dengan Pusat Kajian Ilmu Komputer UPN Veteran Jakarta dan juga perusahaan Outpro. Nah, AI Creation ini merupakan sebuah lomba startup ya teman-teman, yang mana lombanya ini bukan cuma lomba, tapi bakal ada coaching dan mentoring juga nih dari ide produk digital, pembuatan produk, hingga nantinya menjadi perusahaan rintisan startup yang memanfaatkan kecerdasan artifisial atau AI. Nah, keseluruhan rangkaian teman-teman. Nah, lomba ini tuh ditunjukkan untuk mahasiswa dan masyarakat umum. Jadi teman-teman yang saat ini udah kerja juga bisa ikut lomba AI Creation ini karena ditunjukkan untuk teman-teman yang berusia 18 sampai dengan 40 tahun. Oke, next. Nah, kira-kira kalau ikut AI Creation apa aja sih gitu fasilitas dan benefit yang bisa didapatkan ya? Pertama, kalau teman-teman ikut AI Creation, teman-teman tuh bisa mendapatkan free cloud computing hanya untuk 30 startup yang menjalankan bisnisnya nanti atau startupnya nanti. Nah, selama berlangsungnya program AI Creation ini, teman-teman juga akan mendapatkan coaching dan mentoring bersama para expert-expertnya nanti gitu. Jadi teman-teman bangun startupnya ini nggak sendirian, tapi bakal ada sesi mentoringnya, coachingnya, bisa konsul, bisa saling sharing lah gimana sih cara bangun startup yang baik gitu, karena kita masih pemula banget kan. Nah, selain itu juga teman-teman bakal ada webinar eksklusif juga dengan para expertnya nanti. Nah, yang ketiga teman-teman akan funding opportunity dan networking. Nah, di sini AI Creation memfasilitasi teman-teman untuk bertemu dengan para investor. Teman-teman akan didanai. Jadi kalau teman-teman kadang ngerasa ragu untuk bangun startup, untuk mulai jalankan startup karena pendanaan, nah di AI Creation nggak perlu lagi ragu akan hal itu ya, karena AI Creation sudah punya para investor-investor yang udah disiapkan nih untuk teman-teman. Jadi nggak perlu khawatir lagi masalah pendanaan. Kemudian teman-teman juga akan mendapatkan software service untuk menjalankan bisnisnya, karena startup di AI Creation ini kan digitalisasi gitu kan, pakai AI. Nah, butuh software service dong pastinya, dan AI Creation akan memfasilitasi itu. Dan berbagai benefit lagi lainnya bakal aku sebutin nanti. Oke, next. Nah, kalau mau ikut AI Creation apa aja sih persyaratannya gitu ya. Jadi yang pertama, teman-teman bisa mendaftarkan diri individu ataupun tim. Timnya itu terdiri dari 3 sampai 5 orang. Kemudian yang kedua, memiliki salah satu keahlian hacker, hipster atau hustler. Nah, kadang orang ada yang nanya, kalau kita basicnya bukan anak IT gitu ya, nggak bisa programmer, boleh nggak sih ikut AI Creation? Nah, jawabannya boleh ya teman-teman. Kalau teman-teman yang punya passion dan keahlian di bagian bisnisnya, marketingnya gitu ya, teman-teman bisa nanti fokusin ke bagian hustler gitu. Jadi nggak harus yang bisa IT, tapi teman-teman yang punya keahlian di screen saat ini juga bisa ikut pilih salah satunya nanti. Yang ketiga, berkomitmen mengikuti acaranya dari ide hingga launching digital startupnya nanti. Karena AI Creation ini benar-benar serius nih mau bantu teman-teman untuk wujudin startup impiannya. Yang keempat ialah diutamakan khusus ide atau yang belum memiliki produk dan traction. Nah, misalnya teman-teman pernah nih bikin proposal bisnis atau proposal usaha yang produknya itu digital gitu, startup digital. Nah, bisa diikutin di AI Creation karena kita itu mengkhususkan, mengutamakan teman-teman yang emang masih punya perencanaannya doang gitu, idenya doang. Nah, kalau yang udah punya usaha, yang udah jalan, boleh apa enggak? Tentu aja jawabannya boleh ya teman-teman, karena yang pada poin 5 tuh UMKM juga bisa mengikuti dengan mengajukan proposal ide. Jadi teman-teman yang udah mulai running nih bisnisnya, usahanya dengan produk digital, bisa banget ikutin aja di AI Creation. Nanti usahanya itu, bisnisnya itu bakal bisa semakin growth dengan adanya AI Creation nanti, dibantu dengan fasilitasnya. Oke, next. Nah, aku bakal jelasin tata cara pendaftarannya nih. Pertama, teman-teman harus melakukan registrasi pembuatan akun dulu pada website AI Creation yang tertera di layar ya. Kemudian setelah registrasi, teman-teman login dengan akun yang udah diregis tadi. Setelah itu teman-teman bisa melakukan pendaftarannya, bisa pilih individu ataupun kelompok. Next. Nah, setelah itu teman-teman bisa masukin data dirinya, ide startupnya, proposal startupnya gitu dengan format yang tertera. Nah, formatnya itu bisa teman-teman akses di website AI Creation. Nanti di bagian guidebook, teman-teman bisa baca formatnya itu benar-benar sederhana banget, gak mempersulit teman-teman untuk ikut AI Creation. Nah, setelah teman-teman input semuanya, teman-teman bisa klik semua kotak persetujuannya, kemudian upload. Next. Nah, di sini ada timeline AI Creation nih, teman-teman. Kalau sebelumnya teman-teman pernah dengar kalau submission-nya itu 31 Oktober, nah sekarang teman-teman panitia mau kasih kesempatan kedua nih buat teman-teman. Kalau teman-teman kemarin belum sempat bikin proposal atau masih dalam tahap pengerjaan, nah sekarang bisa diselesaikan, bisa dilanjutkan pembuatan proposalnya. Kita tunggu sampai dengan tanggal 30 November. Nah, jangan disia-siakan kesempatan kedua ini. Teman-teman bisa perhatikan juga tanggal-tanggal yang lainnya di screen ya. Oke, next. Nah, kalau teman-teman kemarin udah sempat bikin dan udah jadi, bisa cepat-cepat langsung di-submit. Kenapa? Karena 30 submitter pertama dan terbaik itu akan mendapatkan sertifikasi internasional HUAWEI atau saldo bayarin sebanyak 50.000. Karena baru submit aja gitu ya, Creation udah langsung dapat benefit yang banyak banget nggak sih? Belum menang aja udah langsung dapat benefit kan gitu. Jadi nggak ada salahnya teman-teman coba dulu proposalnya, karena dengan input proposal aja teman-teman bisa dapetin benefit seperti yang tertera di layar nih. Oke. Oke, so what are you waiting for nih teman-teman? Tunggu apa lagi? Karena banyak banget kesempatan, banyak banget insight yang didapetin karena ikut AI Creation ini ya. Nah, untuk teman-teman yang pengen tahu lebih lanjut, pengen tanya-tanya, atau pengen ada yang ditanyakan gitu tentang AI Creation ini, bisa hubungin saya pada nomor yang tertera di screen. Mungkin itu saja penjelasan dari saya, kurang lebihnya mohon maaf. Selamat mendengarkan webinar pada pagi hari ini. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Terima kasih semuanya. Saya kembalikan kepada moderator.
Thank you to AI Creation Marketing Team. Well, in this webinar, we will get to know and learn about accelerating AI in Indonesia. I think today, presenter will explain directly by Mr. 𝗔𝗰𝗶𝗴𝗏𝗏𝗏 as solution sales hit Huawei Indonesia Cooperating Business Department. I think Chongqing University and experience has 10 plus years experience in IT industry, 4 years plus at Huawei R&D experience, and now is responsible for Huawei AI ecosystem development in Indonesia, help Huawei Indonesia local ESV partners and customers use Huawei latest as AI solution to realize business value. So,
Okay, let me share my screen firstly. So can everybody see my screen? So my screen is clearly right?
yes.
Okay, let me start. Okay, good morning, everyone. My name is 𝗔𝗰𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏. I'm from Huawei Indonesia Cloud Business Unit. Actually, our cloud business unit is promote the latest cloud solution plus AI solution in Indonesia. So my job is promote the Huawei's latest AI solution to Indonesia customers and partners. So actually, it's very honor and appreciate to join this event. AI creation events. So today my topic is accelerating AI in Indonesia. And based on this topic, I prepare our Huawei Cloud Model Arts introductions. So why I provide the Huawei Cloud Model Arts introduction? Because Huawei Cloud Model Arts is a one-stop platform which is easy to the AI developers and AI customers to develop their own AI. So by this dedicated AI solutions will help our customer and users to accelerate their AI development more fast. Okay, sorry. Okay, today my presentation will be divided into 3 parts. The first part I will introduce about the AI trend and the top 10 changes in the AI industries. In the second part, I will introduce Huawei Cloud Model Arts about this solution and show what is this solution. And last, I will introduce some use cases based on Model Arts development. So firstly, I will introduce the AI trend in the AI industries. As you know, the development of AI has gone through 3 stages. From 1956, when AI was first proposed to, until 1982, it was considered as phase 1. During this period, AI series have developed very well. However, due to the efficient computing power, most series cannot be applied. So the period from 1982 to 2010 is considered as phase 2. During this period, AI was generally applied to the industrial field, and technologies such as expert system, semantic representations were gradually applied. But at that time, because of the computing power is not enough, so the AI deployment and AI implementation is also not very widely. So after 2010, it is considered as phase 3 with the development of deep learning algorithm and the improvement of computing performance. AI enters the explosive phases and gradually start to use for various industries from the internet field to all the traditional industries. As you know, algorithm, computing, power, and data are the 3 elements of the rapid development of AI. First of all, breakthroughs in algorithm have made the commercial development of AI look promising. Second, the improvement of computing power enables the implementation of complex algorithms, rapid training results, and also reduce the costs. Finally, the big data era provides a lot of data for AI training and learning. Without any of this, AI cannot be commercialized on a large scale. So luckily, currently, we already entered this era. The data is enough because of the 5G era come. The algorithm is become mature because more and more big algorithm and the mature exam come out and already start to use for the course industry, such as GTP3, fast CNN, fast RCNN, SIGNET, ResNet, and other all develop the algorithms start to use, and we are already ready for it. And also for the computing power, based on the benefit of more loss, computing power can be reduced and can be doubled every 18 months. Actually, currently, only 6 months is actually based on our industrial survey. We find that every 6 months, the computing power will be doubled. So by these 3 elements will make our AI application more fast in future. So then I like to discuss 10 important transformation directions of AI in future. Firstly, we need to increase the speed of model training. So with the existing technology, training more complex models often take days, even months. But slow model training seriously holds application innovation back. We believe that training should be completed in minutes or even seconds in future. So this is the first change. The second change is the transformation direction is related to the ability and cost of computing power. Computing power is the foundation of AI. Right now, it is a costly, scarcely resource. We found out many Indonesian AI developers still use the consumer GPU-based personal computer to develop AI. While growth in computing power has been a major drive behind processing AI, lack of readily available and affordable computing power is becoming a constraint that holds back broad-scale AI adoption. We need to provide more abundant and afford computing power in the future. The third change direction involves AI development, AI deployment. Hybrid clouds have become a major cloud service model for enterprise use. Right now, AI is deployed mostly in cloud with only a small portion at the edge. AI has not yet been closely integrated into business environments. AI should be adapt to all scenarios and in all cases in future. User privacy must be respected and protected in future. The fourth change direction involves the efficiency and the security of algorithm. Algorithm of the future should be data efficient. That means they can deliver the same result with less data. Future algorithms should also be energy sufficient, producing the same results with less compute and less energy. So by this way to protect our environment. The fifth change direction involves AI automation. At present, AI projects are always labor intensive, especially during the data labeling process. This requires so much labor. In effect, these specialized data labeler jobs have begun to emerge. There's even a running joke in the industries: low labor, low intelligence. Moving forward, we must greatly increase AI automation to achieve automatically or semi-automatically operations, especially during process like data labeling, data collection, feature extraction, model design, and training. The sixth change direction is about the practical application of AI. Industrial-grade AI models of the future must be able to meet the needs of real-world execution. It is not enough to perform well in the test set alone. And the seventh change direction involves the model upgrades. Existing model upgrades, however, are not done in real time. They rely on human input at fixed intervals. It is a semi-open loop system. Existing model updates, however, are not done in real time. They still rely on human input at fixed intervals. So in future, the transformation is the model should and must be updated or be automatically. The eighth change direction involves synergy between AI and other technologies. In the future, we need to promote greatly collaboration between AI and other technologies, such as cloud, IoT, edge computing, blockchain, big data, and big database. This is the only way to fully unleash the value of AI. The next change direction is about performance support. At present, AI is a job that can only be done by highly skilled experts. There are not enough mature, stable, and extensive automation tools. Producing AI models is very complex work that takes a lot of time and effort. Moving forward, we need a one-stop platform that provides the necessary automation tools, make it easily and fast to develop AI applications. When this platform is in place, AI will become a basic skill of all application developers, even all ICT workers. So today, my presentation about model arts is just this platform, which can provide more automatically for the user to develop AI. The last change direction is about talent availability. Lack of AI talent, especially data scientists, has long been seen as a major obstacle to AI process. Data scientists are lacking and will remain so in future. In future, a large number of data science engineers will work with data scientists and subject matter experts. This is how we can help solve the lacking of AI talents. Okay, in the second part, I will start to introduce what is HUAWEI Cloud Model Arts and what's its function and benefit of it. Now let's look at an important vision of model arts, which is our vision of model arts is to become the most efficient development platform for industry and AI implementation. AI implementation in the industry is a complex project which will involve multiple types of personnel. Each type of personnel has its own progress and process constraints and key bottlenecks. Here, some of the more important categories are selected for descriptions. The first is the application engineer, who focus on the model application. The key comprehensive of our platform is as follows. First, it is a full stack automation platform. It can support automatic modeling, automatic labeling, molecular feature analysis, automatic parameter selection, hyperparameter selection, and automatic collection of difficult cases, difficult data labeling. Improve the development and efficiency of the AI. Second, it can support comprehensive cost effectiveness. It is comprehensive cost effectiveness. So work with HUAWEI organizations to build an end-to-end mechanism on the cloud. So that means When you use model art, you can also collaborate other cloud services together and use all Huawei cloud technologies to benefit your AI applications, such as big data, IoT, blockchain. Finally, it can also provide knowledge computing through the summary, a set of experts' experience, knowledge, implementations, experience, and technologies, and it can maximize the AI application time and efficiency. So from the perspective of the industrial expression, we need to understand the industrial and how to turn industrial knowledge into digital expression. So if the cost of industrial expression is high, it will be difficult to implement the industrial for AI. AI development aims to reduce the difficulty. That is how to develop a model and how to quickly and effectively convert an AI task into an AI solution without customer doing a lot of development and optimization work. AI implementation is also about how to solve the replication problem and solve the engineering reliability and maintainability capabilities during the implementation process. Only when these capabilities are well done can AI applications be production-level applications. To solve these problems, we have accumulated a lot of knowledge to breakthroughs. So based on this, we have 3 types for solve the problem. For the industry expression, with AI development, we can support the we provide pre-training models to the users, so they no need training the model from the beginning. And we also provide the meta learning and the spoke sample learning. So the users no need to use a lot of data set and no need to prepare a lot of data sets. And for the AI applications, we can provide cloud collaboration and edge AI. So that means after you develop AI in the cloud, you can deploy the AI into your edge devices. And we can also, and our model expression and also is very clearly, so you can check the model in our cloud and find out what is this model express and what is its models internally based on the model comprehension. This is our model architecture. And the model architecture is divided into 4 layers. The first layer is the infrastructure layer, which provides underlying virtualization resource and supports heterogeneous hardware managed by containers and virtualization technologies. It consists of computing, storage, network hardware. In addition to general purpose x86 CPUs and NVIDIA GPUs, Huawei self-developed Ensign acceleration chips also provide high performance and low-cost base computing power. The second layer is the resource scheduling layer. It manages and schedules resource at the infrastructure layer, responds to upper layer resource requests, and provides low-cost AI cluster computing capabilities. The third layer is the computing framework layer, which provides the computing framework on which AI computing depends, includes a machine learning framework and an AI computing framework. Frameworks such as Spark ML, XGBoost, and Scikit-learn will be used in machine learning. And the AI computing frameworks includes the Huawei developed high-performance MathSpo, which is also open source, and the common frameworks such as TensorFlow, PyTorch, MSNet, Caffe in the industries we can all support. The fourth layer is the AI development framework layer, which is the core part of model art and covers all phases of AI development. It is a one-stop and efficient AI deployment platform. It includes data processing, model training, inference, deployment, and development environments, core modules. Model X covers or can cover all phases of AI development process. The first phase is data processing. After data is upgraded, data processing tasks can be used to process data and generate the data sets. The second stage is model training, which completes training and automatic parameter adjustments based on data sets and algorithm objects. The third stage is model management. After model training is complete, the model optimized using model evaluation and training virtualization tools. The model package is imported to the system. And the fourth phase is application deployment. In this phase, you need to enter configuration application to Huawei AI market. By this way, to monetize the AI assets. So Huawei Model X can for the data processing is very easily. It can support many three functions. The first function is it can support intelligent data filtering. The data can be screened based on the unsupervised learning. So no need the developers to process all the data manually. The second, it can support hybrid intelligent library. So because it uses the semi-supervised learning and active learning, so the users, when they use Model X, they can level their data set very easily and very fast. And the last is data feature analysis. So it can automatically extract of the distribution of their data set and provide the data features of the data sets. And for the data feature mining, actually it can support more than 20 plus features for the author extractions. That features which including bounding box number, bounding box size, bounding box aspect ratio, and it can also support the quantitative features, which is brightness, clarity, saturation, and also the image properties such as resolution, complexity, and colorfulness. So it can the data feature mining can feature a lot of the more than 20 plus features of your data sets we can support. So the users, no need to do the data feature manually or by themselves. All can be done by the Model X. By this way, to improve the AI development efficiency. And we also provide the auto machine learning engineering, which name is XLML. It can make your AI application very easily. So when you using XML to develop AI models, only requires 3 steps. The first step, you only upload your data set and label your data set in the Model X. Second step, you only train this. You only select and click one button and train the model based on your requirements. So you no need to care much. You no need to adjust the hyperparameter of your AI model. Thirdly, you only verify and release the AI model on our Huawei Cloud, and you can call the API based on from Huawei Cloud to use your AI model. So AI developers do not need coding, and even they do not have such AI experience, they can still experience AI and try AI from Model X. And the Model X also provide an open source Jupyter notebook which is an online online development and debugging tool. You can create a development environment, compile and commission model training code, and train models based on the code. The Python running environment is also provided. If you use the Model Arts notebook for development, you only need to upload the data to our objects storage services of Huawei Cloud. The remaining operations are the same of the local development. Notebook has a built-in algorithm framework such as TensorFlow, PyTorch, Spark, and XBoost. Users can also install other algorithm libraries such as pipeinstall by using pipeinstall. It can also provide different Python environments, the Python 2, Python 3. Notebook instance also provide resource of various specifications to support different application scenarios, including the GPUs, and the Huawei self-research and chips. So by using notebook, you no need to build the environment in your personal computer, because as you know, if you build this environment in your personal computer, it will meet a lot of problems and also need to consider your OS, consider your local environment, will waste a lot of time in building the development environment. But if you're using this Huawei Cloud Notebook from Model Arts, it only needs 2 or 3 minutes. You can have this environment to build your own AI. And in our Huawei Cloud Model Arts, the modeling process is also weather-based. It's also weather-based training. So that means all the process steps from select a training algorithm, from select a training model, select a dataset, configure training hyperparameters, select training resource, start the training. It's very clearly all is weather basis. So no need much coding or programming when you develop AI. So it will be more clearly for the developers to develop AI, and will make the developers easy to learn and develop their AI models. And the users from Model Arts, users can also review the training details and the service resource consumption and configuration data, logs, resource usage, model evaluation results from the Model Arts. We also provide the tensor board virtualization and version comparison information. All the information will be evaluated and monitored in our Huawei Cloud Model Arts. So we'll make the developers and users more clearly about the AI model and AI use and AI applications, so they can adjust based on the suggestion from Huawei Cloud Model Arts. And our Model Arts for the inference part, our Model Arts platform provides full lifecycle model management, including the model management, model deployment, resource management. And the model deployment can support online service, online inference, batch inference, edge inference, and terminal inference. For example, for the edge inference, if you have Huawei server or Huawei development kit, you can use Model Arts to develop your AI models in cloud, then deploy into the edge part. And for the terminal inference, if you have Huawei SDC, Huawei cameras, smart cameras, you can also deploy your application into the cameras. So by this way, to make your AI applications is all scenarios, not just in the cloud, also can be done in the edge or in the terminal parts. And Huawei also provides such hardware for the edge and the terminal, such as the Huawei Atlas 500, Huawei smart cameras, Hands Kit, and the Huawei server. And Huawei and our model apps also provide AI markets. The AI market is an open ecosystem for the AI developers. It is used to build a supply-demand bridge between AI developers and users. It can also support a transaction service. The AI market supports sharing, trading, and learning for the AI developers. The developers can use the digital assets, can use their own developed AI models to reduce can share to other people. The other people, when they use, they can reduce improve their development efficiency and reduce their development time. The developer can also use the open source data sets from the AI markets and also use the learning notebook development cases obtain and release the untrusted text and use the channels for business modernization in AI markets. Okay, in the third part, I will share some use cases based on model apps. So the first model app actually is robot dog. Actually, some developers in China, they use the Huawei model apps and Huawei 𝗱𝗱𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏 to develop the robot dog. So firstly, they use the model apps to training the models in our model in the cloud. After they have finished the training the models, then they deploy to our 𝗱𝗱𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏, the small box here, and then the 𝗱𝗱𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏 can control the robot dog to running, to jumping, like that. And it's also because it's based on a Huawei cloud resource, so the cost is reasonable and do not cost much compared with you purchase a lot of GPU server or GPU personal computer. The cost is much reasonable and easy for much easy and flexible for the university students and for the startups companies. Next, I will also introduce another. I will also introduce another start cases. So in the start cases, actually also based on the model apps. So this cases is for the logistical scenarios. So before in the logistical scenarios, the workers they are very rude to throw the box when they uploading or unloading the box. So we use the cameras to monitor the behavior. If they are rude to the logistic box, it will send in the alarm to their measurements. And all these AI models are also being trained in our model apps, then deployed to the smart cameras based on our terminal inference platform, which I introduced just now. This cases is a multi-domain logic cooperation cases. Actually this cases is you also use Huawei Cloud AI and pre-integrated algorithm to build an international coding solutions by analysis, training, and inference massive coding data. This users implement international coding quantity prediction with an accuracy of more than over 95%. By this way, to reducing the raw code production cost per ton of code cost by US dollars. Based on the production capability of 1 million tons of code, the annual code cost of this company is reduced by about cases is experience in the healthcare. So and in the oil and gas exploration scenarios. So in the oil and gas field, the seismic data analysis relies on experienced experts to analyze massive amounts of data. So one petrol company in China, they worked with Huawei model apps to build a cognitive computing platform for exploration and development. This is a general open and scalable AI platform based on model arts. It is designed based on the 4 key factors: data, algorithm, computing power, and scenarios to accumulate experience to guide oil and gas development. So in the healthcare, HUAWEI Cloud AI-based X-ray screen technology can also help the doctors quickly identify disease types and regions. During the pandemic era, HUAWEI Cloud AI assistance based on model arts screening solutions provided more than 100 companies fight against the COVID-19. So, and last, in the atmosphere protection field, HUAWEI Cloud Model Arts AI is also used to analyze match the air quality monitoring data on the cloud to perform air quality prediction, and intelligent analysis. So this is all my presentation today. So if you have any questions, please let me know. So actually, if you want to try to use model arts, I suggest you can log in with just one HUAWEI Cloud account. So based on the HUAWEI Cloud account, you can easily to find out our model arts service. Let me try and show you. 𝗔𝗰𝗱𝗲𝗿𝗏𝗔𝗜947。Okay, you can find out. So in HUAWEI Cloud, when you log in, you can find that there are lots of the different service catalog in HUAWEI Cloud, such as general computing, containers, storage, networking, database, middleware. And for the model arts in the AI part, so in the AI, the first service catalog is model arts. You can select and enter. And the model arts business model is a pay-as-you-use. So that means how much you use, how much you pay. And based on my experience, it's very cheap. So for the beginners or for the AI learner, for AI students, actually, if you just use only 100,000 rupiah every month is enough. But you can experience the AI development very easily. So in the XML, we can provide the image clarification, object detection, predict NS, sound clarification, and text clarification. So you can select the type which you want to develop for AI. Actually, if you use the XML, it is no need coding or no need programming. What you need to do is just input your data set and just create your data set, then start training, then output the results. So all the service you can, after you develop your AI models, you can find out your AI service here, and you can ready to use for your AI service, and you can use your AI service based on API address, or you can also test it in this dashboard. And we also provide the pre-trained AI job, pre-trained AI algorithm. So in the training jobs, you can select. We provide many pre-trained algorithms such as 𝗔𝗰𝗱𝗏𝗏𝗏, the SIGNet, ResNet, many pre-trained algorithms. You just select the proper algorithm which you want to use and develop AI. So no need much coding. So all the AI training jobs can be done here and without coding. This will also save you a lot of time for the AI development. So this is my introduction. If you have any question, please let me know. Hello?
Yeah, hello. Okay, thank you to Mr. Wang for the material that has been presented. Next, we will enter the question and answer session.
Yeah, sure.
For participants who want to ask the question, you can type at the chat column with the format clear name, agency, and then the question that you want to ask. And I will read your question for Mr. Randall. The participant is welcome. Oh, there is one, Mr. Randall, from 𝗜HP co-working space. The question is, what if there is a system crash? How to solve it? Has the pandemic also affect your system? Thank you.
There is a system crash. How to solve it? I don't understand. What's the system crash? Has the pandemic also affect your system? You mean Huawei Cloud? Actually, for Huawei Cloud, the reliability is very high. Actually, we never have the system crash problems. Not different from the you use the on-premise server or the personal computer. So Huawei Cloud is very reliable and the highly availability is very high. We never have such the system crash problem because we have managed different backup in different regions.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Randall, for the answer. So there is so far this way, there is no system crash, right, Mr. Randall? Okay, maybe if you guys have a question, you can ask more.
I suggest everyone maybe can try. Let me share my screen again.
Pardon?
Let me share. Sorry, but let me share my screen again. I introduce everyone. Maybe can try this. IAIS Indonesia. So we provide some cases in here for based on model arts. I suggest that everyone maybe can try these cases to experience how to use model arts. Actually, it's very simple. You no need coding, you no need programming, but you can develop your object detection application very easily. So I suggest if you are interested, you can register one Huawei Cloud account and try to use these cases for know how to use model arts. And the cost is very high. If you only try this user case, I think maybe 2,000 idea is enough. Okay.
Okay. Maybe I have a question for you.
Yeah.
So basically, all people without experience can use this platform to train model. But how can we turn up the model if there is no coding there?
Turn up. Sorry, but I don't catch up. So you mean you do not have such experience to use that platform, right? So you want to use how to beginning for it, right?
Yeah, like that.
Yeah. So I just share the IIS website. So in the IIS website, there is one start case, which is object detection. So you can follow these articles step by step. And I think it's very easy for most of people. Even you do not have any experience of AI or coding, you can still use it and try to experience. And after you use it, you know how to use the Huawei Cloud model arts. Apa?
Hello.
Yes.
Yeah. Pardon. What you just last said? What did you just say last?
So, but you do not hear me? You mean?
The last sentence maybe I didn't hear because the connection.
Yeah. So I just introduced the IIS website. So in the IIS website, there is a demo based on the object detection of Huawei model arts. So if you are interested, so I suggest everyone to try that cases. That cases actually, if you try, you no need to have any AI experience and AI coding experience. You can try that one, and will be very easy for most people. And after you try, you can know what is the Huawei model arts and how to use it for the simple function.
Okay. Thank you, Mr. Randall.
Yeah.
And maybe this participant, if you want to ask, there is another one from Naufal.
What's the problem about accelerating area in Indonesia to become Aero Society 5.0? Sorry, but I don't catch this problem. To become, I don't know this question. I think this question is not technical problem, right? Actually, also have such problem if they want to become the Aero Society 5.0. The first problem or the first change is the AI talent or the digital talent. So currently, most of the countries, if they want to become that, so this is a very important one. They must bring a lot of the digital talent to support this industry. The second one is the infrastructure. The infrastructure must be ready for become the digital world or the Aero Society 5.0. So such as 5G, such as the computing power, the data center, the internet, all need to be ready. The third is people's concept, and especially for AI, currently still many people are scared of AI. They think the AI will replace their job. Actually, I think no worry about that. Take an example. In the 4G era, many people will also scared of e-commerce. They think e-commerce will also make their shop, make their offline shop, the business bad. But after the 4G era come, the mobile internet era come, the e-commerce booming, and also come on the country, make their business more good than before, and make our life more good than before. So this is the problems, I think.
Okay, thank you for Mr. Randall for the answer. And I hope hopefully it's answer, and I hope you are satisfied with the answer. It's clear. If you have any question more, you can ask.
Which sector of AI development
There is a question.
Indonesia? Oh, I think based on other countries' experience for the AI in the first first step, I think for the industry, for the course industry, should be most used in the public security area. So that means for the police, the transportation, they deploy many AI cameras in the public and to monitor the people's face and also monitor the illegal activities. So by this way to improve the public security, I think this one should be the most widely used in the beginning of AI for one country. And secondly, I think it should be in the e-commerce area, e-commerce industry. So in the e-commerce, actually they can use AI to analyze each people's behavior and each people's profile and provide the recommendation to each people based on their profile. And thirdly, I think is healthcare, especially during the pandemic era. The healthcare become more and more important, especially for the AI to detect the COVID-19. So because currently the pandemic is very worse, so the AI will be faster used in the COVID-19 detection. I think this top three will be the most suitable or maybe the first widely used in Indonesia in AI. What if we have a digital startup and want to use AI from Huawei? Actually, I said, so if you are a startup companies, I strongly suggest you use Huawei and use Huawei Cloud. If you log in Huawei Cloud website, you can find out we do not just have AI solutions. We have many solutions to help you build your digital application, such as compute, such as storage, database, IoT, blockchain, big data, AI, everything you can find in the traditional IT, you can find in Huawei Cloud. So compare with you deploy on premise, you no need to purchase or invest a lot in the beginning because the cloud is a pay as you use model. So how much you use, how much you pay. So this is very good for the staffs because staff, their cash flow is very limited. They do not want to invest huge in the beginning. So I strongly suggest to using Huawei Cloud if you are a staff. And Huawei Cloud, and we also provide some training to our staff partners. And after you build your solutions based on Huawei Cloud, you can also put your solution in Huawei Cloud AI market space. That means all the other Huawei Cloud users or customers can see your solutions from our market space. By this way, can promote your solutions and applications to all over the world of Huawei Cloud users.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Randall, for the answer, and hopefully Mr. Abdul can satisfied for his answer. And maybe this is the last question from Abdul Malik.
Yes.
And so we are in the end. And thank you we have to come to the end from this webinar. Hopefully what has been conveyed by Mr. Randall can be useful for us and add new knowledge. Once again, Thank you to Mr. 𝗜𝗱𝗏𝗿𝗲𝗏 for the
you,
knowledge
everyone.
that has been contributed. Thanks also to participants who have participated in even from this beginning to the end. Maybe Mr. Randall want to speak or give something from us.
Yes. So I just give one suggestion. So actually, so in the 5G era in future, all the more than 8% in future, the AI application should be deployed in the cloud. Actually, before, for me, for my experience, before I also worked for traditional IT. I studied the database, the server, the cloud solution, the private cloud solution, the storage. Actually, you can, after I start to work in cloud, you can find out in cloud is totally different business model and different scenarios which compare with the traditional IT. So cloud should be a future and must be a future, especially in the 5G era come and the IoT era come, AI era come. So if you are still not yet ready, still not yet start to deploy AI, I suggest you try cloud firstly, because cloud in the beginning is a costful and is also elastic, and the service catalog is very abundant. You can build your applications more easily and more flexible, and you can build your applications based on cloud native. It is oriented and it is the future of your company or your career. So try cloud firstly. This is my suggestion.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Randall, for the suggestion.
Yeah, thank you, everyone. It's an honor to have this event and share my Huawei knowledge to all of you. Thank you.
All right. Maybe for a little information, the webinar has a presence, so don't forget to fill the presence. Dan teman-teman semuanya di sini ada, maksudnya absen dalam webinar ini. Diinformasikan buat teman-teman peserta semuanya bahwa ada absen dalam webinar ini. Mungkin bisa pada operator di share. Untuk link absensinya sudah ada for teman-teman semuanya. Oke, thank you. Diinformasikan juga kepada para peserta yang telah mengikuti webinar series AI Creation dari awal hingga akhir, berhak mendapatkan saldo bayarin sebesar Rp5.000. Bayarin merupakan aplikasi cerdas dengan inovasi tinggi untuk memudahkan teman-teman dan pelaku usaha dalam berinteraksi secara digital. Bayarin mempunyai 3 servis utama, yaitu sebagai e-wallet, payment gateway, dan point of sale. Aplikasi Bayarin sudah terjamin aman dan terpercaya. Teman-teman bisa cek informasi lebih lengkap mengenai Bayarin melalui https://bayarin.id. Syarat dan ketentuan klaim saldonya: yang pertama, telah mengunduh dan memiliki akun Bayarin. Yang kedua, follow Instagram @creation.id dan @bayarin. Lalu yang ketiga, repost informasi webinar series atau roadshow AI Creation di Instagram story personal kamu. Bukti sudah melakukan semua syarat dan bisa kalian kirim melalui Google Form yang akan di-share oleh panitia di kolom chat. Sekaligus sebagai link presensi, apabila semua syarat sudah terpenuhi, maka peserta akan mendapatkan saldo yang akan diberikan tanpa diundi. Dan Jangan lupa teman-teman untuk mengikuti lomba AI Creation karena akan ada banyak benefit yang akan diperoleh dan sayang banget nih kalau untuk dilewati. Untuk lanjutnya mungkin kalian bisa kepoin AI Creation. Teman-teman mungkin bisa follow akun sosial media AI Creation untuk website di ai.creation.id, ai-creation.id, or Instagram ai.creation.id. Finally, I'm 𝗜Ｈ𝗱𝗲𝗶𝗏𝗏𝗿 as the moderator of this webinar. I would like to say goodbye, and I'm sorry if there are any wrong words or a misword while guiding this webinar. And thank you, and a big thank you to Mr. Randall, and thank you to another participation. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Thank you, Pak. Thank you. Goodbye. Have a nice weekend.
Yeah, thank you, Mr. Randall. Have a nice weekend too.
Yeah.
Efficiency, cost, productivity. Business as usual has always been about turning a profit. If you stop to think about it, what more is there? The universe, nature, life, civilization as we know it is about the search for something greater than ourselves. HUAWEI Cloud is innovating technologies to make the world more inclusive. The cloud, AI, 5G are building a fully connected, intelligent world. They do more than drive digital transformation. It's a new paradigm for innovation. Imagine, if you can, what amazing secrets await when we unlock the secrets of the universe. What cosmic answers will we learn? AI can help preserve in the rainforest by identifying the sounds of gunshots or the sounds of illegal logging, protecting the most precious sounds, birds and trees, for generations to come. In cities around the world, we can collect traffic data and analyze it to improve transportation and bring order to a chaotic world. Even reporting the weather can be improved with AI. With more accurate forecasts and timely alerts, we'll travel safer and get home to our loved ones. Also, so many delicious flavors, chili, herbs, and spices automatically selected to improve flavor, quality, and nutrition. Delightful flavor explosions to dazzle our taste buds. A cloud for everyone, unleashing the power of innovation, making every day better. A cloud for pervasive intelligence and a better future. HUAWEI Cloud. Grow with intelligence.